Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Um, if you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you'll be able to get more. And thank you for stopping by and thank you for listening to watching my video. All right, today I would like to talk. I would like to share a story about my birth process to my daughter Sofia. Okay, so I did give birth to now my 3 month daughter 3 months ago, which is in April 27th. So I was originally scheduled to give birth to her on May 3rd. Whatsoever, I ended up having my baby much earlier. Well, not a lot earlier, but like a week or so earlier. So this is a little tough for me because not only I was getting ready to give birth to my daughter, it was also we were going through the coronavirus stuff, so that was a lot harder for me. And also I was alone because my boyfriend have to come here in Atlanta. Right now I'm in Atlanta, but I used to live in Indianapolis. So during that time, well, when I was 7 months pregnant, he had to come to Atlanta to get ready for us, trying to get our place ready and also trying to, you know, get used to his new job position. Okay, so that being said, so he's not there with me. I was all by myself, and I was really sick during my pregnancy because I was throwing up nonstop, and I was just always sick, like always. And it was really challenging for me even like to eat, or like I cannot go anywhere because when everywhere I go there's some type of smell that triggers me, and then I just end up throwing up, and it's just a mess. Like it was so bad to the point that I just decided to sleep in my bathroom floor so I would be closer to the bathroom, the toilet, so I could just keep throwing up there. So that was really bad. Like that was my whole pregnancy. I did not, like, there was no break for me. Like I always throw up. Like there was a point at the beginning it was really bad because I throw up at least 6 times a day throughout the whole day. So when I was getting closer to me giving birth, it was a little bit easier because I didn't throw up as much as I used to. So I was thankful for that. But anyways, that being said, um, earlier on March, everybody was freaking out. They took all the toilet papers and the food and anything like that. I was really big. So, and I had to go to the stores to get me some toilet paper and, some food for grocery shopping. And I could not find anything because they took everything. Like my pregnant self was walking into the Target or like even Walmart. I went to everywhere trying to get some water and some food and toilet paper, and I could not find no toilet, like nothing. The shelf was like empty, and I was just sitting like I was about to cry. I think I cried. So, and I have no help. I was about myself. I was trying to get food for myself and toilet paper and some paper towels. There was nothing. So I called Walmart and I asked them, hey, do you guys, when do you guys restock the toilet paper and the food? And they were like, oh, well, we do it like Wednesday. They said like they stock it every day, but like there's a certain time. And I asked for like, oh, hey, are you guys able to help pregnant person? Because right now I'm pregnant, I cannot um, be walking everywhere. It's just too much for me. They were like, well, on Tuesdays we let the older people go to shopping. Like we let them have access to all the stuff, so maybe if you show up then we will be able to help you. I was like, okay. So when I went on Tuesday, the stuff is already gone, so there was nothing for me to buy. So I told my mom, I was like, okay, well, I'll come you home because I felt really alone and everybody's freaking out and I was throwing up and it was just a mess. And I was in high risk because I was pregnant. So I was scared for me not to get sick because if I ended up having the coronavirus, then they will have to do testing and they will have to separate me and my baby, and they might even have to make me have the baby earlier. I don't know. It was just crazy. It was scary. I was just terrified the whole time. I locked myself in. Well, to start with, my entire pregnancy, I didn't go anywhere. I just go to work and come home and sit and just throw up more. So there wasn't really nothing for me to do. But having this lockdown made it even harder for me because I couldn't really get stuff because people freaking out, start going crazy and buying everything that the store have. So now I'm stuck in the house with no food and no water, no paper towel. So I was able to manage and get some stuff on Amazon like water, um, but toilet paper and paper towel was not on my side. So I went home and so I stayed with my family for a week. So, but after that, I had to come back because I need to go to work. So my mom, she makes sure that I have some water and paper, like toilet papers and even paper towel, and she gave me some food. So I came back home. The next Monday, I went to work, and I was, after work, I made some calls, and they said like I made a call to Walmart and Target, but Walmart were like, if you come earlier, you might be able to get it like 8 o'clock in the morning. So during that time, I was having a harder time waking up early because like I would be in pain. I'm usually maybe like throwing up. So I was like, all right, I will go ahead and show up to the store at 8 o'clock. Okay. So on Saturday, I promised myself I'm gonna walk to Walmart and get everything I need, and then I should be good, and I would just be able to sleep the whole time. So I went in the morning, 8 o'clock, and I was able to get some food, but there was still no toilet paper or anything. Someone already came and just whipped everything out. So I and the like I don't not drive. I still don't drive. I just don't see. I don't think it was necessary for me to have a car then and now. So I took Uber. So the Uber lady was like, you know what? I will go ahead and take you to Walgreens, and we will be able to get some toilet paper because not a lot of people goes there. I was like, okay. So she took me to Walgreens, and I was able to get a whole stack of paper towels and toilet paper, and I was crying because I was so happy. Now I don't like that was just a relief for me. Like I never thought I need toilet paper or paper towels this much. So I got some toilet paper and paper towels from Walmart, and thanks to the lady. She was so sweet. Like that really gave me a hope that there is someone else actually cares about me, and there's still good people in this world. Yeah. So so I was able to have some of my groceries and all the stuff that I needed. So a month or so, uh, that was like in March, the end of March. So I told my boyfriend he needs to come earlier to Indianapolis back so he could be with me because I felt like the baby was like getting closer to come out because I'm always in pain down there, and I'm always like in the hot tub, like in my bathtub with a warm water because I was in so much pain. I mean, like it go like I will have those I think it's called contractions. Like I will go like I will have it for 4 minutes and it will go away, and then later on 2 hours later I will come back and I'll suffer and I will go away. It was just a mess. It was so much painful, and I was also start itching all of my body. My body start itching. Oh my god, I do not miss that part. Like itched me so bad. Like I don't even know what's wrong with me. Like my whole body was itching. I was just sit. I'm like really big. And oh, by the way, this is actually my body right now. I think I'm doing good so far. Thank you, God. But anyways, I was itching so bad to the point like I was just like crying, and I felt like I think I might die just itching. Like it was so bad. I was just on the ground. I like how cold the ground is, so I just lay on the ground and itch. It was like so bad. And so I told my boyfriend he needs to come to me earlier before my due date because I felt like I'm going to give birth earlier because it's my whole body was just too much for me. And I felt like every day I felt like I'm giving birth because it's just getting worse. It's the pain like down there was like so bad. So and he said all right. So he flied over and came in April, March, April, yeah, April. So the beginning of April he came over, and I was working from home. So my job was I love my old job. Like I might not like everything about it, but the majority of the time I like my job because my managers and everybody was like very graceful, and I was able to work from home and even when before I start working at home, when I was working in the office, they were like very flexible with me, like with hours, because I was always sick and everything I do is timed. So they were very helpful. So once, okay, so I'm gonna start talking, stop talking about my job. So once he came home, we both start working from home. He always works from home to start with most of the time, so it was new for him. But for me, it was completely new working from home, and I did like it because during lunchtime, I'll just go. I have 1 hour lunchtime. I have an hour for lunch, so I'll just take my hour and sit in a bathtub, like in my hot tub with warm water, and trying to relax because my feet was gets really big, and I get itchy, just so much pain. And I feel like sometimes I feel really hungry, so I eat, and I feel like I need to throw up. So it was good to have that, the I, it was great for me to be like out at home, so that way I could use the restroom when I need to, or I could do my, I could take my lunchtime and sit on the tub, because that's what I needed there during that time. So that was great. I really appreciated that moment so much. So in the end of May, the end of April, I told him, okay, so basically like on the 25th. So that was on the 25th. I had really bad, like my whole body was like in so much pain. I was like, I can't. That day I didn't even work. So I was on the top all afternoon, and then during Saturday I was in a good mood. I was very energetic, and I was just like, okay. So that was on the 25th, 24th. Well, Saturday. I don't know which. It was Saturday though. The end of like April. So that Saturday, I was just like, okay, so I'm feeling really good. Let's go ahead and clean our home. We cleaned my apartment, like really good. Like I was on this stage called what is it called? Nesting. I was nesting. I don't know what I'm doing, but they said I was nesting. I wanted everything to be clean, like our bed to be clean, laundry is done, dishes washed, food is cooked, like everything needs to be clean. Like I do not want to see no dirt on the ground. It would just bothers me if I see a little dirt on the ground. It was so bad. So my poor boyfriend, I feel so bad for him. Anyway, so he cleaned everything. We both did, and then we were just relaxing. And I was like, okay, so let's take a walk, because I really love to take a walk. So there was a lake around the apartment that I used to live in, so that's like a mile around it. So we walked around the lake. That was 1 mile, and I was like so energetic. I was like even jumping and everything. And then I was like, okay, so I think we should go back, because I started feeling some pain. So that was oh, I did that. I'm sorry. On Saturday, we were just relaxing. We were cleaning all day. So that was on Sunday. On Sunday, I took, a walk around the lake on the 26th. That was the 26th of Sunday. Sunday of the 26th of April. We went on a walk, on a long walk, and it was really nice because it was hot and it was around the lake. So the lake, like there's like breathe, and I really like the fresh air. So we went on the walk, and after that I went back to our place, our apartment. So when I went back to our apartment, I started feeling a lots of I started feeling a lots of pain. So I decided, I told them, okay, well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sit on the tub and trying to relax. And I did those lavender bath soap thingy, and then a little bit, because I can't really have too much aroma either. That makes me feel in some type of way. I don't know. It's just I smell literally everything. So I did some lavender um, thingy for my bath, and then I sat on it, and I was sitting on that thing like for 3 hours, and then the pain started getting worse and worse. So we called, I did call we had this help that from his job that they provided for us. It's like a nurse thingy that she will help us, like if we have any question about pregnancy, about babies, about like when I was having contraction, like we asked her, she will be able to answer all those things for us. So she advised us to get an app that you track thing, like when you start going on pain, you track it because it stops and goes and it comes and it goes and it comes and it goes and it comes. So I keep pressing it, trying to time it, like how for how long I was having. So that way, if I keep having it for 1 hour, then I need to be going to the doctor. Like if I'm having it every 5 minutes or every 4 minutes straight for 1 hour, then I need to be going to the doctor. So I tried to do that, but it was so bad that I couldn't even press my phone to like track the time. Like I couldn't do that. I was like literally crying. My body was itching and it was so bad. I was in so much pain. I never been in that type of like. I never ever been in my life been in that type of pain ever. Like I have been into, I have been hurt, I had cuts on my feet, and I have certain, like when I was sick certain point in my life, but nothing like this. This was like another level. And I was like just laying on the ground, laying in the bed, on the sofa. I was just like everywhere. I was crying, and then, so, Sunday at 12 o'clock, I made that night. I did, even though I was not feeling well. Like I got up and made dinner because I felt like I need to make dinner. And he was like, "No, it's okay. I could take care of it." I was like, "Nope, I'm gonna make dinner. I'm not gonna make this thing stop me." And I made some pasta and I made shrimp sauce. So that was actually really good. Like, and then yeah. So anyway, so we had dinner, and then I didn't even finish my dinner. I went right back to where I started, which is on the ground. I was like in so much pain, and I called one of my friend and I told her, "Hey, can you come in and take me to the doctor?" Because she does have a car. So she came, and my boyfriend like put all of our stuff in, and then we went to the doctor. So all the way over there, like I was yelling, I was like crying, I was screaming. So we went to the doctor on at, well, we got there at 12, like 12 on point. So once I get to the hospital, they did check up, like make sure I don't have the coronavirus. We did the quick testing thingy, and then um, he had to stay outside because unless I'm giving birth, that he cannot come inside. That's what they said. So we were like, okay. So he had to stay inside. They both stayed outside, and I went inside. They brought the wheelchair looking thingy, and they took me inside, and then they checked if I was ready to have a baby, and then they were like, "No, you need to be dilating 10, but right now you're not even half yet. You're not even no, you're a half. You're not even a 1 yet. So you need to wait until you dilated to 10." I was like, "Oh no." So I was like in so much pain. So they have to do the coronavirus test. They were like, "Okay, so we're gonna do the coronavirus test right now to make sure you don't have it." Okay. And I lay down, and they put that thingy on my nose up over there, and I kind of forgot the fact I'm in, like I forgot my pain, why I came there. Like once they put that thing in my nose, that hurt so much. Like I mean, it didn't last for a long time, but it hurt. Like it made me cry. I was like, "Oh my god, that hurts." So they shoved that thing up in my nose, and then they also checked my dilation, whatever, and then they're like, "Nope, you're not ready yet." So the nurse was like, I mean, like the doctor came and he said, "Okay, so Lily, you could stay here and see how it goes, or you could go back home and come back if it gets worse." And I was like, "I will go home." And then I got up and I left because I don't want to leave them outside, my friends and my boyfriend. I don't want to leave them outside. So the nurse was like, "Oh, I will see you tomorrow." I was like, "Okay, so am I giving birth or what?" She was like, "I'll see you tomorrow." I was like, "All right." So I left. I went home. I get home at 1, like almost 2. I got home, and my friend left, and my boyfriend and I stayed at home, and I was just still yelling, and it got worse, and I was literally yelling. I felt like I woke up everybody because I was screaming. It was so bad. Like I couldn't even like breathe, like without me yelling. Like it was so bad. It was so painful. I don't. To be honest, I really don't know how to describe that part. Like it was just so much pain, and like at 4 o'clock, we had to leave. Like it was so bad. Like I couldn't sit. I couldn't stand. Nothing is comfortable for me. I was like really really, really, really big, and I just like so bad. Like I couldn't even like I know it is past, but even when I'm talking right now about that subject, it just hurts me. That's how bad it is. Okay, so at 4 o'clock, well, at yeah 4 o'clock, we went back to the. I called my mom. I was like, "Mom, you need to pick me up." And my mom was already waiting for me. She was just waiting for me to call her. She already knows I'm gonna give that baby. Like I'm gonna bring that baby today. So she told her friends. Actually, her friends told me sometimes later on, but then like she called her friends to let them know that I'm ready to give birth. And then I called her. I was like, "Yep, I'm on my way." So she came. She took us to the hospital. We packed everything. I was like, "Nope, today's it. That's it. I have to give birth today because this baby is not gonna stay inside because I'm in so much pain. I need to be giving birth today." So we packed all of my stuff, and then we went to the doctor, the hospital. So they were like, "All right, so put me." They were actually waiting for me, anyways. They know I was coming, so they my boyfriend called them. So and then we went to the hospital, and they took me in. The bed was ready. Everything was ready for me, and I laid down. So I did took the medicine for me to not have a lots of pain. There's a word to it. I just don't know what is it called. Anyways, I asked, so I need the drugs in before I give birth. So they were able to set me up, and I did get the drugs. And my water broke when I got there. Like literally, once I lay down on the bed, it was like wet. I was like, "What is that?" They were like, "Oh, your water broke." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was actually surprised it didn't happen earlier because I was going through like so much. So I got that done. Just making sure. Yeah. So my water broke, and I got my medicine, and I was able to relax because the medicine is supposed to help you, relax and less pain. So I did sleep like for 30 to an hour, and then I woke up, and then I just sit there, and my boyfriend was sleeping on the couch next to me. At 10, by the way, the nurses and the doctors, that I was so blessed because I was so scared. I'm not gonna lie. I heard so many stories about black women dying just giving birth, and I was super scared. I did all my research to make sure the doctors I'm having, the nurses I'm having, they're not gonna treat me like in any type of way. Like if I need help, that I need them to be there for me. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted my mom to be with me and my boyfriend to be with me, but they said only one person could be with me at that time because they don't want to let anybody else in. And the only reason my boyfriend was with me because they did test me for the coronavirus, and I did not have the coronavirus. Therefore, they allow him to be with me. So, just, yeah. So other than that, they would not allow nobody to come to to be with me. There's only two people, like the patient and someone else, if you're giving birth, but you need to test positive for that. So at least to me, that's what they did to me. So I mean, I'm not complaining about it because that's for the safety of my child, me, and all the doctors. So I do appreciate what they did to, prevent, make sure we're all okay. So anyways, the doctors were super nice. The nurses were like extremely sweet, and we had our own room, like a room for us. It was really nice, and we have our own bathroom, so it was really nice that too. So at 10 o'clock, I did give birth. 10:30 on the 27th at 10:30, I ended up bringing my baby to this world. So yeah, that part was so hard as well. I mean, like pushing was hard because I was pushing the head part out. So, but once the head came out, that was like I felt like something just released, and my whole body was like able to relax. And once the heads came out, like the whole thing came out. So she was just like, psst. And everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, she has so much hair." So I will make sure I show it to you guys next time. My daughter, she's sleeping right now, so I'm not gonna even bother touching her or waking her up because when she sleeps, I'm able to do these things, and I'm not gonna ruin my time by waking her up. So she could just sleep there. So anyway, so I was so much relaxed after she came out, and until the drug fades away. So once the drug fades away, I start feeling more pain. I couldn't sit, and and then they immediately will make you pee. So I peed, and they taught me like how to use the big hospital. Um, well, I don't want to call it that. It is the hospital underwear, and they give you. I also bought on my bag. I also have. I ordered it online on Amazon. I have an ice pack for that to put it down there because that thing needs a lot of ice. It's gonna be on fire. So I had some ice packs that especially designed for that. I still have some. I'll show to you if you want. If you guys want me to make videos and what I pack on my hospital bag, I'll go ahead and show it to you guys. Literally, I was very how you call it? I try to make it very very simple. So I try not to bring anything that is not needed. So but definitely I did have extra ice packs for that down there. So I was able to use that. And but they did also give me a lot, and they also give me two extra when I came home to use, because you could only stay there. Like I did stay there for 3 days. So I don't know, for other people they might stay longer, they might not. But for me, I did stay for 3 days in the hospital, and I was able to use all the stuff that I bought. Like I did bought like diaper, not diaper, diaper, and like underwear. You could call them diapers. They're like an adult diapers kind of. Except like they were, for me, I was I was wearing that so I wouldn't dirty any of my clean underwear. So I don't want any blood and anything on them. So I did bleed it like for a long time. Like I did bleed a lot, and not like a lot to the point that I need to see the doctor, but I did bleed for me. Like um, every time I moved, you're not supposed to really move around. You're supposed to relax, but I cannot do that. I need to be able to move around. So I was able, like I was cooking and cleaning, but I was not supposed to, but I did. So I started bleeding more. So once I start bleeding more and I start noticing that that's happening, then I did stop. So and I was able to heal on time. But everything was good. I gave birth to my daughter. We came back home. We were able to relax. And at the hospital, when we were at the hospital after I gave birth, and we were staying for the 3 days, the nurses brought everything for us, everything, water, and if we need ice, checking up the baby, making sure the baby's warm, because when she born she was cold. So they had to do this machine on the top of her to make her warm. So I did make sure, like I didn't want my daughter to leave my room, so I need to make sure my daughter was in the room with me 24/7. If they're going to take her out, there was one time that was only to do it's I think called gendritis or something like that for brown girls, brown black babies. They are more that thing. Yeah, so that's like some type of disease that usually happens to black or brown babies. So they had to do that, a lot of testing, because it showed her level was high. So but they had to do blood testing to make sure that she's okay. So she was okay. They brought her back in, so she never really left my room after that. She was always with me because I was scared somebody's gonna take my baby away from me. I heard so many stories online, like these ladies pretending they're nurses and taking the newborns and stealing them, running away with them. Like I was scared. But the hospital I was in, it was really nice. They have the security systems really good and everything, but still I was like, I do not want nobody taking my child away. Like make sure she stays with me. If I'm not there, whatever room I am in, she needs to be there, period. That was it. So anyways, my daughter's up. So thank you so much for watching my videos. And if you are pregnant, or if you are about to be a mom, I would like to say congratulations, and keep up with the hard work. I know being a mom giving birth is not the easiest thing to do, but it's very beautiful, very very beautiful. So I wish you all good luck, and for those of you, thank you very much for watching my video again, and see you next time.